We're at Broadway at the beach in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. We're going to take you on a tour and show you what's new, what's coming soon, and what's changed. Hi, I'm Carmen. If you're new here and you enjoy Myrtle Beach videos, be sure to subscribe and click the bell so you won't miss anything new. Also, a big shout out to our subscribers. We appreciate every single one of you. We've got the Roosters restaurant, and we're getting into what they call the Avenue area of Broadway at the beach. We'll go down, this is actually the Avenue right here, but I wanted to talk about this first. This is the former location of Johnny Rockets, and they are absolutely doing some construction, and by the time this video comes out, they may have already opened something new because it looks like they're definitely moving along with progress. If you go around the side, they do have some windows, but they've actually put stuff up over the windows so we can't even see what's coming. So if you know what's coming, leave us a comment in the comments below. We would appreciate that. But that's exciting that something's already moving in because it hasn't been closed very long. We've got Charlie's, then we got this awesome fountain. Love this fountain. And then so this is what I mentioned is the Avenue area. You've got Hard Rock, American Tap House, Crocodile Rocks, Bar Louie, Wahlburgers, and Dave & Buster's on the end. You've also got the Carolina Comedy Club around the corner to the left. And then around the corner to the right at the end there near Dave & Buster's, you've got Melt, which has wood-fired pizza and also melts, hence the name. So a lot of fun and popular things to do, but the reason I'm taking you down here is I want to show you something really exciting, and by the time this video comes out, we will probably already have a video out about it, just focused on that. There's exciting news about what's coming to this Malibu's Surf Shop and Oz. It's a former nightclub location. It's going to be the Wonders Theater with Charles Bach. You may remember he used to be in that big 3D IMAX theater the year before last. Well, now he's got this whole area. It's going to be Wonders Theater, and he's going to have multiple acts, not just Charles Bach, but also some other entertainers, I think a hypnotist, all kinds of entertainment. So that's going to be really exciting. And like I said, we're going to have another video that will focus just on that. So now we're going to do a U-turn, and we're gonna head back out and check out the rest of Broadway. All right, we're back out of the Avenue. Now this area right here I think is still sort of considered part of the Avenue, where you've got Charlie's, Senior Frogs, Fat Tuesday. So it's sort of more of the bar slash restaurant area, but there's still other bars and restaurants around Broadway at the beach. It's just sort of a concentration of them. And you also got Wet Willie's up here on the right. And then over here, on the left, I'm directionally challenged this morning. On the right, got Ice Cream Candy. That is new, that just opened in 2020. Got some power washing going on. They keep Broadway looking really nice, and I noticed they've been doing some repainting over here of the sidewalk, which keeps that looking nice. Sorry for the noise. If you're new to Broadway, there are tons of stores, lots of shopping, lots of restaurants. There's also a lot of entertainment here. There are rides, there are shows, especially that new show that I just mentioned. Oh, by the way, we will have a link to in the description below to the other video I mentioned on the Wonders Theater. But there's a lot to do here at Broadway. And there's a lot of new stuff coming, which is exciting. There's actually a lot of new stores coming. I just saw a list. I can't remember all of them. I know they're adding another retroactive. There's quite a few new stores coming in this year. That's exciting. Big store there, Ron John's Surf Shop. And so it's always good to see new stuff coming. I also saw in the news, and by the time this video comes out, they may have started construction. I was just here a couple of days ago and they had not started construction yet, but I saw the Hangout, which is that new bar restaurant that's coming in the area that Pavilion East used to be. They just got, pigeon. They just got I don't know what the technical term is, but they got permission to start building again. Apparently they waited so long. You know, once things went crazy last year, they had to pause their plans. There's Landry's, and we're seeing so many hiring signs. They're everywhere. But I just saw that they got their approval again to start construction, so that's exciting. That means they may be about to start building, so that's really good to see. Up here, this giant upside down building is WonderWorks, and if you haven't been there, it's a fun, I'd say, edutainment. I'm not saying adults can't enjoy it, but I would say it's mainly oriented for kids, but it's a lot of fun. There's a lot to do in there. Very interesting place. We have been before. It's really neat. They've got zip lines here that run across the lake. They've got these speedboats. They do give speedboat rides for a fee, of course. Those look really fun. Got swan boats on this side, so you can rent those and paddle around. Also affiliated with WonderWorks, they have a rope course inside, but also there's an external rope course over here that is affiliated with them, and so is the zip line. There's the zip line tower right there. And then over here we have Pavilion West. There's several rides, including the Ferris wheel. There's several kid-friendly rides here. There's a drop tower. And you've got the Myrtle Turtle kiddie coaster over here as well as the swings. And I don't mean the traditional swings. Those are actually in Pavilion Central. We'll see those, but this is a different kind of a swing ride. So lots of options over here for rides. Got a classic carousel over here. So if you're interested in these rides, you can buy tickets at these booths. There's one here and there's one at Pavilion Central. Beautiful look at the Ferris wheel this morning. And they do have packages for tickets, so you can buy just enough tickets just to ride one ride, but you can also buy sets that, of course, the more you buy, the more you save. So on this side, you've got mostly shopping. There's a few food establishments mixed in as well, restaurants. We're coming up on a restaurant we enjoy, which is the Grumpy Monk. I'll show you that when we get there. And we do have a review of the Grumpy Monk when we ate there, and I'll put that in the description below, a link to that video. Lots and lots of shopping. If you're enjoying this video, be sure to give it a like. We appreciate that. So here's the Grumpy Monk. They feature a lot of craft beer, so if you enjoy craft beer, they rotate their selection. It's definitely a good place to visit, but they also have good food. Brian enjoys craft beer, but I'm not a beer drinker, and I really enjoyed their food. So definitely recommend that. And if you're wondering where the people are, you may have already figured out, since there's people out doing maintenance. We are here before opening. The aquarium is currently open because they open at 9 a.m. But everything else here typically opens during main season around 10. Depends on, they have varying hours, but mostly 10, especially for the stores. Restaurants might open later. And then in off season, sometimes they don't open till 11 though, so it's always good to check the hours before you come in. All right, they are still working on what used to be the Liberty Tavern. So obviously something's happening there, but we have not seen an announcement. If you know, leave us a comment. Or by the time this comes out, there may be an announcement. If there's any updates, I'll definitely put those in the show notes below. Beautiful day today. Can't get it better weather than this. It's crystal clear sky. Gorgeous. We of course get rain here just like everybody else, but we get so many of these beautiful days. The weather here I just love, and very mild winters. Gets quite hot in the summer, of course, but it gets quite hot in the summer most places, so I like the mild winters. I'll take the mild winters. Over here on the right, we've got Build-A-Bear, which is really popular. Quiet Storm, Mole Hole, and It's Sugar. I enjoy walking around at It's Sugar, and what's funny is I don't think I ever buy anything there. I just enjoy looking. It's funny, they've got a lot of retro candy that's funny to me. And here is Pavilion Central. So as I mentioned, Pavilion East was demolished, so that doesn't exist anymore, even though you will see it on their sign over here. It's not there anymore. Also, this is where you find guest services. So if you're looking for stroller rentals, information about Broadway, this is where you want to come. But they've got some huge thrill rides here like Speed XXL and the Beast, swings. They've got some spinner type, fast spinner type rides, and that giant slide. And now we're back out from Pavilion Central, back to the shops. So this is what I mean about the entertainment here. It's nice, they've got things you can do scattered around between the shopping and the dining. It's a really nice mix of activities, and I'm sure once this new section that we're gonna get to in a couple of minutes opens with the hangout and with the Key West shops, I'm sure there'll be even more to do, which will be great. Here's Yamamoto. A lot of you have said you've enjoyed that. Sweet Carolinas. So you won't come to Broadway and walk away hungry. I think there are a lot of restaurants, both, you know, sit down dining, but also things that are a little more casual. And I have noticed a lot of places now have curbside pickup if you wanted to get it to go. Christmas at the beach. It's always fun. Then coming up here where you see the palm tree on the right, that is Tiki Gems, which is a huge, huge gift shop. I think the whole time we've been walking around, there's been some maintenance with like a lot of background noise, and now all of a sudden it's completely silent. It feels weird after all the, you know, ambient noise that we had before. There's actually a rather large Rack Room Shoes here that's coming up on the right. It's a fairly large rack room. It's bigger than a lot of rack rooms I've been in. And then coming up is a restaurant that Brian and I both enjoy a lot, which is Joe's Crab Shack. They have really great crab buckets and other seafood, and they also have non-seafood if you're not a seafood person, but they definitely, I would say, are focused on seafood. And then you've got the Simpsons 4D Theater, which is a show. And right after it is the Quickie Mart. The Quickie Mart is their gift shop, but they even have, you know, like Slurpees and all kinds of themed food and drinks from the show. If you're a Simpsons fan, definitely check it out because you don't have to pay to go in the gift shop. Even if you don't see the show, you can just go walk in the gift shop and check it out. It's really great theming in there. So this is the theater I mentioned. It used to be IMAX, then it was a big 3D theater. And then, like I said, Charles Bach had his show here. He wasn't here last year because of the situation, but before that he did have a show there. So now he's moved over to that Oz and Malibu location. And that may or may not be open by the time this video goes out. Definitely check their website though. Their website is up and you can start buying tickets. So here's the section I was talking about that they finally got reapproval for building for the hangout. So that'll be right behind this wall. I'll pan around when we get up here, but unless something changed in the last 2 days, they have not started with construction yet. And here, this field's what used to be Dragon's Lair Golf, and it was also over here on the right as well. And that boat is one of the last remaining pieces of Dragon's Lair Golf. Leave us a comment if you miss Dragon's Lair Golf. We do. We miss the dragon. we always enjoyed seeing the dragon. They had a talking dragon that would come up out of a turret. And we're gonna get hit probably for some copyright music, but here you go, no construction yet. Also, you may not know, or you may know, they have giant fish that you can feed here, except they've taken the feeders down, and so these fish are hungry. So if you're coming out here and you want to feed the fish, be sure to bring some food with you. Literally breaking news right after we recorded the rest of this video, came down the next day, and now there is fish food. So you do not need to bring your own food to feed the fish. There is a vending machine. It's different than what they used to have. They used to have the small machines that you put change in. Now they have a vending machine that sells fairly good sized cups of fish food for $5, which is a little pricey in my opinion, but it looks like enough that several people could feed the fish. We have walked over to this section so you used to be able to walk around a huge loop around Broadway, but when they demolished this area over here for the future construction where Pavilion East was, now you can't make a full loop, but you can take this bridge that we're on now over to this section. You've got Margaritaville, you've got the Hampton Inn, and there's also a row of stores and shops over here behind Margaritaville. But I wanted to show you what happened over here at this dinosaurs area. So you'll see these signs around Broadway, no smoking beyond this point. But I mean, you'll see these anywhere you're walking onto this wooden section. It's because there were two fires really close together right over here in front of this dinosaurs attraction. So we'll take a closer look at the damage. So this has actually been fenced off for a while because I think there's some structural issues. I do not know that for a fact, but I am pretty sure there are. So they've had this gated off for a while. But over here you can see where the fire was and the damage that was done. It's quite a bit of damage. Wow. So now they've added this extra gate to gate this section off where the fire happened, or I guess fires. And here's where some of the decking was affected as well. Wow, a lot of damage. Let's go over here to this little theater area and see if we can get a different view. All right, now we're standing on that stage area next to Margaritaville, so you can definitely really see the extent of the damage. That's pretty bad. Like I said though, that front section there were even issues with, so hopefully they can just get this all fixed at one time now. So if you look up there, you know, it's supposed to look like a big ship. So hopefully they'll be able to get that taken care of and that will look better. And we also noticed they took down this storybook experience stage, so I would guess they're getting ready for live entertainment if they haven't started it already. If you know, leave us a comment below. Now we're going to walk back over and continue our walk around and show you everything that Broadway has to offer. We're back up to the main section of Broadway. There's that great view across towards the Ferris wheel. It's quite breezy today. We're heading over to Ripley's Aquarium, which is this building on my right. And like I said, they do open earlier than everything else. They open at 9 a.m. So if you're looking to go to the aquarium, we absolutely recommend coming early. It's usually less crowded if you come first thing. And so you can get the cute penguin topiaries. They do have a penguin habitat now that opened last year. And we have a video about that. I'll link in the description below. It's really, really cool. So already people coming in to the aquarium. We'll head back this way and look at the rest of the shops and restaurants. As you can see, there's a big one there, Paula Deen's, very popular. I know some of you said you really enjoy eating there. And there's quite a few shops down this side right here, including one that's fairly new and another shop that we really enjoy. I'll show you the one we enjoy when we pass it. So you got Palmetto Paradise, Splash, T-shirt Connection, and then the new one I mentioned that just opened in 2020 is this handmade knife store, and I believe that replaced where the Yankee Candle was before, so it's a pretty big size shop. So there's that right there. You got Sand and Sun comfortable footwear, sunglasses, cellular accessories, and then the one that we enjoy is Retroactive. And they have two different shops right now, but I just read they're going to open a third one here, and this one is the 70s and 80s, which is our favorite. It holds a soft spot in our hearts. And there's Ben & Jerry's. And then, like I mentioned before, here's Paula Deen's. I know some of you said you've really enjoyed that. We have not eaten here, but I know a lot of you said you really enjoyed the food there. They also have a now hiring, so many now hiring signs. Pretty much everywhere you go, you see those. I did hear one reason they're having an issue in Myrtle Beach this year is during tourist season, they rely heavily on international students that come to work, and those programs are suspended right now. And so I think that's really causing a shortage during the popular season. Here's Krabby Jack's General Store, Frappa Joe, and some sleeping ducks. Sorry, ducks. Actually, it doesn't even look like they're gonna wake up. Sleepy ducks. This used to be Victoria's Secret on the right. It's been gone for quite a while. And over here is a playground. And it's a pretty nice playground. You've got some benches here for the parents and some tables inside for the parents and some nice shade trees. Elsie's playground. Stupid Factory. They have a lot of funny t-shirts there. And then we have a few more shops here. And the bigger store you see there is Ride Makers, which is popular. Make your own remote control car or truck. If you've enjoyed this video, be sure to click on the video on your screen right now and click subscribe so you won't miss anything new. Thanks so much for watching. Until our next adventure.